Yeah, motherfucker, from the ground up. You don't want to be a victim. On the ground looking up. We ain't gonna stop. We taking over the world. NOB. Pay close attention. We taking off.
This is the Week 11 podcast. This time coming to you from the Pi Beta Clubhouse instead of the Rios Bowl. Today you got the two commissioners, Richie and George. You got our
Nation, fuck commissioners,
Raider Nation,
Anarchy.
You got our sidekick Chris, like always.
Who lost to me?
We got Henry, Adrian back from his Cry Fest in Seattle, and Alex is here.
No, we got one more. We got that bottle of Tajin with blue cap. It makes its round, so it's relevant for
somebody's playing with a squeak toy. I guess that's replacing Pinky's vibrator for this week.
For just this week.
Just this week.
Well, it's not replacing; it's just taking place of. Replacing with me and it's gone.
All right, let's jump straight into the recaps, and let's see. Do we have a recap that has both people here? Yes, we do. We got Adrian and Alex. You guys talk about your game first.
Go for it, Alex. I'll let you go first.
By Adrian graciously letting him go first, that means Adrian won.
That's very true.
It's all good.
That's what we like to call foreshadowing.
It's all good.
Oh, and by the way, this win actually clinches the Rios Bowl for Adrian. So, your 2014 Rios Bowl champion, Adrian.
Adrian's not a Rios.
Well, he has the Rios championship.
He's a Rivers, though.
He's a Rivers.
Fuck it. That just should be more embarrassing that a Rivers fucking won the Rios Bowl.
Not really. Because technically you're not a Rios.
Yeah,
you're a Rivers.
I don't mean that.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I still won the Rios Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not really.
No Rios Bowl.
Actually,
no
Adrian,
Rios
actually Alex won because he beat me twice. So
no
Rios
Rios
is.
Bowl for you. The Rios Bowl is just between me and George.
What's your email?
Yeah, my game.
Oh, my email? For reals?
Yeah.
Rios 1991.
No. What's your real?
A Rios 1991.
No, it's not.
I'll fucking show you right now.
Oh,
what are we betting?
Goodness. Whatever. Just leave it.
I can't stop it. Just close it. Nope, that doesn't work.
What are we betting? Right now, I'll show you.
Whatever.
No, you want to talk shit? I'll show you my email right
Whatever,
now.
Rivers.
You're not a Rios.
Whatever, Rivers.
You're not a Rios, Adrian.
Alright, so you can talk about what happened, too? What happened here?
I don't want to. I'm gonna explain how you're not a Rios. Adrian is not a Rios. Just that's it. He claims he's a Rivers. All the time he's a Rivers. MySpace he's a Rivers. Facebook he's a Rivers.
I'm not Rivers on Facebook.
PS3 he's a Rivers. He is not a
Well,
Rios.
Rivers twisted, bitches. All right, get to the next shit.
So you're done talking about your team? I'll
Yeah.
talk to you about your team for you if you want. Let's talk about Alex's bitch ass team. I got you. I scored 118 measly ass points. Fucking the Make-A-Wish Foundation sent this kid to come play with us, and unfortunately he's failing miserably. But it's okay though. You started Robert Griffin third, dumbass. Mike Wallace, dumbass. Julio Jones is even weak. Jamal Charles is your only good player. Cunningham, cool. Julius Thomas got injured. Theo Riddick.
Rich, can I see your iPad? I want to make an unbiased.
Good,
comment
Henry,
on this.
please do.
Where's your tablet, dude?
Theo
I'm trying to
Riddick?
use this too.
Theo Riddick, you're fucking using my sloppy seconds. I dropped him and you picked him up and he failed you miserably. And everything else. But let me talk about my stellar team. The
Your
ones
bitch-ass
actually...
team?
Oh, the bitch ass team is actually in the playoffs. But I mean, that's cool. Jay
Oh my
Cutler,
goodness, this
44
playoff's never
points.
gonna die down now.
Brandon Marshall.
Oh my
30
Sloppy
points.
seconds aren't always bad, man. Sometimes sloppy seconds
Hey,
are
hey,
even
hey,
sloppy thirds.
Theo Riddick, sloppy seconds is bad. Brandon Marshall got 30 points. Finally, thank you, Marshall. Le'Veon Bell, Beasting, 42 points. Rashad Jennings, 10 points. Alright, he came back from injury against San Francisco. He could have it. He's not going on my bench. I got Terrence West got me at 1 point. I still fucking smashed you. That's embarrassing. I basically could have benched fucking like my 2-star players and still whooped your ass. It's okay, you're not in my playoffs this year, but it's alright. You're a rookie. It's
There's no way
understandable.
you could have benched your 2-star players and still whooped his ass.
Yeah, you're
Brandon
dumbass.
Marshall?
Pants.
Yeah, because they combined for 86
Pants.
points.
My 2-star.
Pants.
Who are you talking about?
Hands.
Cutler and
players,
Le'Veon
starters and
I
Bell.
meant my 2-star players was Brandon Marshall and Le'Veon Bell.
Alright, well, hands. Either
How's
way.
that hand?
Because
Add up Le'Veon Bell and Brandon Marshall, and I'll beat you.
If you would have took off your 2-star
No,
players,
because
you would've
they
won.
add up to 72,
Yeah, 72.
which would have put you at 107.
107, so that's hands.
But hey, you're the
That's-
Rios Bowl
Nah, you're too
champion.
late, you already called it.
He's not a
Rios.
Rios.
Yeah.
He's the Rios
no,
in the
he's not.
Rios
No,
Bowl
he's
when you
not.
guys accepted him, and then he whooped on both of you motherfuckers.
Never
And
accepted him.
I want to talk about fucking how George. It's just George is scared right now. It's okay though. I
I'm scared
understand.
of what?
I'd be scared of my team too.
All right, let's skip Adrian. On to the next one.
Wait, no. Before we
When
do
did I ever
that,
say I was scared of
one
the
more thing.
team?
That's
One
it.
more thing.
Let's skip Adrian. On to the next one.
I want to read what I wrote on
What?
my message boards because
No.
nobody else read
On
it.
to the next one.
I put George.
Nobody cares.
I care. George.
Nobody cares.
After I
No one cares.
After
Nobody
I
cares.
George. After
Nobody
I,
cares.
George.
What?
Nobody cares.
Shut the fuck up and let
Yeah.
him finish when we get to the next
I wrote
game.
George. After I dick you
What?
down next week,
What? Hey.
I'm gonna be drinking a 12-pack.
What?
I said, and George, I hope you win this week because CT,
Huh?
Who
I
wants
can't
to
wait to beat you
I
so bad.
Yeah, and
that
I said
can
nobody
take-
cares about your whack ass team.
I don't know.
You know?
I'm trying to agree with your brothers now. I try to have your back, but you say the wackest shit.
It's alright.
Hey, look, nobody cares about your whack ass team. You're an emo fool when it comes to fantasy football. Go hide in your room till you actually know you're gonna win, Fairy. That's what I wrote to your stupid ass
Whack-ass
comment.
team that's
Well,
national
hey,
trophy.
if you have to hide until you know you're gonna win, I guess you can come back out because you clinched the playoffs this
Dude.
week.
You guys are just hating because you're
Yeah,
super
whatever.
whack.
Have
That's
Captain Save a Whole
why.
Richie
Come back
come
at
help
me when you
you.
beat me. Fool. Come back at me when you beat
I like
me.
hoes. I'm not the only one at this table
George,
that does.
you didn't have to beat me. Come back at me when you fucking make playoffs. At
Okay.
least. Alex, you're irrelevant
Sure.
in this fucking conversation. You're not gonna make
Uh-huh.
playoffs for shit. Your team's weak. George, you actually have a chance. And I really hope you make playoffs, but you're not gonna make playoffs at the end of the week because I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Okay.
Wait.
So you're not
hands,
gonna shut up.
hands,
You're
hands,
irrelevant.
no,
He
hands,
does have
hands,
a chance to make
hands,
playoffs,
because
though.
I have one win, more
Hands.
win than
No,
He
you
has
don't.
a chance, and
No,
he's
you don't.
right.
You
He
don't
has
have
a
one more
chance.
win
No,
than
I
me.
know. So how would I
You don't
not?
have one more win.
Because I
than
said
me,
your team is weak.
We're tied.
I
We
said
both
your
have 3
team's
wins.
weak. And your team's irrelevant. That's why I said you're not.
If you had more,
That's
if you
how
had
long
one more
you
win than me,
full.
then I wouldn't be. I wouldn't make playoffs.
George,
Adrian, no one cares
Just
about
be
what you have
ready
to
for
say,
next
really.
week.
Okay, and
I'll
I
fucking
will be
argue.
ready for next week.
I'm winning the fucking
When your team
championship,
fucking
dude.
tanks and you start hiding in your fucking room because you lost,
And you
then
go hide
come
in
talk to
Seattle,
me.
and you start
and
crying,
then, hey, next year, hey, what happened last time you lost? I'm gonna live in Seattle now. I don't want to go back to California. Everyone's making fun of me. I have no friends no more.
Here,
I
Angel,
have no
my
fantasy
phone.
football team.
Yeah,
Angel,
bro.
take over my team for
Hey,
me,
but it's
please.
okay because you clinched and now you're back.
just come back at me when you guys beat me, dude.
Okay, and like I said, and that'll happen next
shut
week.
up.
As for
Shut
now, shut up, because I'm not facing you this coming week.
Alright, I'm done.
All right, I'm worried about the team I'm playing now, not the team I'm gonna beat later.
All I know is
So I gotta
Well,
say,
actually, right now we're talking about the team you played last week, which was Chris. So talk about that game.
how many times?
Alex team is weak,
Twice.
and you still only won 3 games.
Twice. And they're both in CT twice. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. So what?
I'm still gonna win the bet.
I was gonna
That's
say,
fine.
oh, bet, but there's already a bet.
All right. So what happened in my CT's game is I just won.
No, what happened here in CT's game is Mike Evans
Mike
got
Evans
55
popped off for
points.
55 points. You know what?
No,
My, hey,
that's
my
not
wide
what
receivers.
happened.
My wide receivers carried me, man.
Nah, hold on. I gotta get in on this. That's not what happened because you can't say that's what happened if you had a guy who did 55 and everyone else did shit. Someone's team tanked or choked. However.
Well, hey,
you
no.
wanna say
Can
it.
I ask you a serious question? Why did you bench Donnell for Jenkins? Why?
I was just trying to try something new. Cause Donnell
Not
ain't
with
been doing
Jenkins,
shit.
bro.
Dude,
Not
Donnell
with
ain't
Jenkins.
doing shit. And then all of a sudden he wants to do 14. I was like,
It wouldn't have made the difference,
It
but it
wouldn't
would have
made
made
a
it look a
difference.
lot better.
Well, it would have made a difference early on into it because if you saw the final on Sunday, it was like 129 point high to 131 point low.
Yeah.
So it's barely over a point.
So,
it does make
Donnell
a
would
big
have been, or
difference
you
going
would have
into
been
Monday.
beating me.
We're going
Big-
into
Oh,
a
you
big
know what
difference going
fucked
to
me?
Monday.
10
Ty
point
not
difference.
doing shit.
Nah, don't blame
5
on, don't
points.
blame it on Ty. You
5 points?
Hey, Ty doesn't control your fantasy football team.
Hey, you know
Really?
what?
Why did you take Donnell out?
It's a known
Really?
fantasy
I love how
thing. You
cocky
can't blame
get
any
when
of
you
your
actually
players.
Get a fucking win.
Because if you're going to blame one of your players, you have to go and call out one of your other players for beating
That's like me
out.
saying I blame Kyle Rudolph
As
for not getting a
doubling
catch.
for him.
Motherfucker, you blame everybody.
At least you got
when
one.
you lose.
Hey, at least you got 1 point out of your tight end. How much did I get out of
Motherfucker
mine?
gets a
That's
win
true.
on
How
all
much
the
did I
stuff.
get out of mine?
That's true. That's very true.
You
Very
fucking
true.
have-
How many points did I get out of my tight end?
Fuck
None.
with your tight end.
Nothing. You at least got 1.70 off that guy.
Oh.
Thank you.
But you did get 55 out of your flex.
I don't care.
Yeah, so what?
Why are we listening to these motherfuckers?
Man,
anyway? Can we get on?
Why'd you lose? Was it because Chris' team beat it out or is because 2 of his guys hit 55 points? You can't bitch about a player going 50 on it. It's fantasy. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm seeing here is a lot of players going back to earth. T.Y. Hilton, 5, maybe not. But 25 every week, he ain't that type of player. Andre Ellington getting 20 every week, he's definitely not that player. This 10 is way too high.
And Drew Brees,
actually,
they had
this
Drew
is
Brees
still-
predicted at 37.
This Ellington week for 10 should still be considered a beast out week because he doesn't do that much.
Well,
the only
okay,
reason he's
but
had so
look at
much
this.
is because of PPR and he's gotten throws. But listen, people think, for some weird reason, they think that throws to the running back are going to be consistent. That's the first thing defenses clamp down on, is throws to the running back. Because that means if you threw to your running back, you didn't have your first option
Okay,
open.
so let me
The
ask
running
you
back
this.
is never the first option in any type of throwing plan. If the running back's getting a lot of throws, that means that they have
That's
the
their
wrong
check
game
down.
plan. It's a check down, thank you. It's
Okay,
true.
so let me ask you this:
Those
how
are
many
relevant
points do you
throws.
expect Evans to get?
Evans?
Not that much.
No, not 55.
That's not the
which
point.
is
That's not the
ridiculous.
point. That's not the point. That's
Well, it's
George
kinda
hasn't
my
even had a
point at the
50.
time.
George hasn't even had a
Hey.
50. This is way overdue.
You know,
Should have had
Mike,
a lot more.
you know, Mike Evans has gotten me the last 3 weeks.
This
He's
ain't
gotten
even
me
a-
30 plus points the last 3 weeks.
No one can even say this is a George beast out week. 150 is not a beast out. Not 150.
No, it's not.
That's not a beast out week. This is still a slow week for a team.
It is, but I'm asking
George
you,
has a
how many
mega
points
beat
do you
down.
expect Mike Evans to get
15 on a good day.
No.
on a good day?
On a good day. That's how much I
On his
expect.
good days, he's been getting 30.
No, well, he's got in his 30s. He got his 55. But on a good day, I expect, if I had him on my team, and I'm like, what am I expecting on him?
15 to 20.
15. I'm expecting 15. 15 to 20 is very reasonable. 15 to 25 is still reasonable.
Because
I'm
you gotta
saying
remember,
I
they got
expect
Vincent
15.
Jackson, too.
I expect 15. If I got 13, I'd still be cool. Like, that's cool. He got 55, that's fine. But that happens. T.Y. Hilton
It
was
does
getting
happen.
55, but no one wants to complain about that. Mike Evans, a rookie.
I very vocally complained.
Well, you want to complain about it
that.
because you lost, so that doesn't matter. But 55 from Evans, he's a rookie. He's a rookie wide receiver. We don't even know what he's capable of, and even if he's not capable of more 55s, this isn't a bad thing. This isn't a anomaly or anything like that. This is just George finally getting a guy get 50. If you can't score over 150,
You're not going to win.
Look, it's like
You
I
can't
said.
call that a fucking,
It's just like
you know?
I
But
said
see,
last
here-
week.
here's
Only
my
reason-
point
Only way
on
I
this.
lose is if my team plays bad and George's team plays good.
Here's my point on that.
Is that how every fantasy football game is,
If
though?
No,
if
nigga.
14
if my
points
team
from
get
George's
regular, I would've
quarterback.
won this.
If you would have heard George's
Dude,
quarterback gets 14
I've
points,
had
he's playing
more
Chris.
points than that since week
$5,000. If you're wrong, you have to lose it. Would you
week
ever
5,
have
I've
betted
always
on
scored
George?
on
And that's the one week
No.
you haven't.
There's
Okay,
the
you
one
know he got
week
14 on
against
that.
Against
He got
the
9 from McKinnon. You don't even know what he's gonna get from Roddy White or fucking Beckham. Got 9 from McKinnon and 0 from his tight end. They want you to bet $50. Would you even bet it on George?
$50.
Would you even bet it on George?
If you told me his quarterback gets 14, his running back gets 9, and his tight end gets 0,
0.
I'd say he loses. But that's my point exactly.
No,
He won because of
even
Mike
in-
Evans.
So you have that, and someone gets 55. That's still
Even
enough
in
to
week
lose
4?
to 150. I've had bad weeks with 160. I've had bad weeks with 120, but I've had bad weeks with 160.
This shit is tripping right
Yes, look at my screen. My screen's fine. 160, dude. That's
156
I mean
week
150
4.
he got. That's not a lot,
now.
dude.
Okay, since
150. That's not a lot. That's not George
That's
beasting
the
out.
lowest-
George could have
like
beasted out
some
for a
of the
lot more
lowest
than this.
that
Eli
I've
could have gone for
scored.
35.
please.
Beckham
Eli
could have
would've-
gone for like
dude,
30.
If Eli wouldn't have thrown those 5 picks, that's 10 points right there.
That-
So
yeah,
Eli would have
10 points he got
matched.
taken
Eli,
away.
I bet you
Eli
wouldn't
would've
be,
dri-
I bet
Eli
you wouldn't
would've
be
matched
singing
Drew
the same
Brees.
tune if it was Manning who got 55 and Beckham who got 14.40. You wouldn't be saying that if Manning got it. It's like, oh, his quarterback got it. It doesn't matter who got it. The kicker could've
But
got
I
45.
would be here saying you won because of Manning.
No, George won because Chris's team sucked.
That definitely helped.
That's the first overriding thing because 129 isn't any type of points to win. People have
Okay,
one off less.
George.
I won off less.
This is your team. This is your win. Do you think you won because Mike Evans beasted out or because Chris's team sucked?
Well, yeah, I mean he won because Mike Evans beasted out, but
It's both factors.
why are you trying to make it? See, you're
It's
trying to
no,
make
it's
it
both
more of
factors.
this guy. Like,
No, hey.
wow, he beasted out.
Hey,
Who
Mike
would've
Evans.
thought? All right, let's
hey,
move on. It's not that
Mike
type
Evans.
of thing.
Mike Evans.
At
literally-
all.
Mike Evans.
Come on,
Mike
Rich,
Evans
you
literally
dude.
made up the points for Rudolph. He made up the points.
He made
for,
the points for Rudolph, McKinnon,
And my
Eli,
defense.
the D, and the kicker combined and added more.
Of course, Mike Evans carried my
Look,
team.
man. Overall, my team lost because they sucked this week.
But he hasn't got a 50-point game. You can't expect
Okay.
someone
Yeah.
to not get a 50-pointer. He
Yeah,
finally
it's
got
very
it,
true.
I haven't
and he won
scored-
off it.
Dude, this is the lowest
You know what? My
score I've
team's
had
just
since
playing
week
hotter.
before, since
Way
week
hotter.
3.
All my rookie wide receivers are coming up, huh?
That's the lowest score I've had since week 3. I've never scored below 150 since week 3.
And it had to be to George.
And the one week that I do is George. Okay, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. As far as I'm
Is
concerned,
150
luck.
the most you've scored this year?
I think so, maybe.
It's a good time to score it.
Yeah, for real.
That's cute.
Don't
That's
care
alright,
about
though.
Q as long as I got the W,
That's alright,
brother.
though.
Exactly.
You need to come up- you
If
need
Chris
to
had
come up
scored
on that.
160, it'd be like George scored 150. How do you expect to win with that?
You need to come up on that score.
If that's even surprising to say that I won with 150.
If Chris had scored 160, you'd still be talking about how you specifically would be talking about how Chris's team probably could have beasted out more than that. You know what I'm saying? 160. He's been scoring close to 200 every
Chris was
fucking week.
projected 172.
But this is
I
how,
was
this
projected
is how fantasy
123.
works. You can't rate your team over a sample size. It's the whole season that matters. It's the only thing that matters. Your week 4 to week 7 doesn't mean shit because week 1 to 3 and week 8 to forward, they matter just as much as those 3 weeks.
Well, all I
Or
was
those 2
saying
weeks,
is
or
you
those
won
one
because of
player.
Mike Evans. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
That's true, because if Mike Evans didn't smash, I thought you would have lost.
Well, obviously that's true, but
That's all I was saying. I
Your
wasn't
whole team
saying.
did terrible.
I wasn't saying whether
it's
or
just
not you
irrelevant when
deserve
you
to
look at the
have
other side. It
this.
doesn't matter who
Mahomes
beats
didn't
it
do
out. It's the
terrible.
guys that didn't do good.
How you say my
That
Mahomes
lost.
did terrible?
That's
Why
what was.
Beckham got
was-
19. Beckham got 19.
Sankey got 19. That was a
Sankey
good.
got
That was a
19.
good fucking plug-in. I wouldn't have started
Didn't
Sankey.
he say that?
I dropped
Sankey.
Sankey.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
If
Got more than
Evans
Mike
got
Evans
his
more than him?
average, you
Mike Evans got. What do you mean?
It's
No,
Evans.
Mike
No,
Evans
Evans,
helped.
Evans.
Mike Evans helped Eli. Helped Rudolph. Helped, and even McKinnon usually gets me about 10
He
points.
said Rudolph, Evans. I mean, he said Rudolph,
Evans.
Manning, your defense combined. Like Mike Evans got more than that.
Way more than that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Way
that's
more
why.
than
That sounds like.
Well, yeah,
you know,
Rudolph didn't get no points, and
Yeah.
Eli only got 14.
But you can't fault.
But
a
that's
guy.
like saying,
That's what I'm
oh,
trying to say.
if Eli didn't throw those. But that's like saying, oh, if Eli didn't throw those fucking 5 picks,
He'd have 25.
he'd be caught
First
up
of all,
with Drew Brees.
George
Drew
has
Brees only got 27 points.
Go look at the previous weeks. George has sat Mike Evans multiple weeks. You can't call it a.
I did start-
Oh,
I
I
did-
can't believe that guy went off when he still started the guy when he had other options.
No, hey,
and he popped
I
off.
started
That's
him-
what I'm trying
hey,
to say.
I
Don't
started
try to
Mike Evans
marginalize
3
his
weeks
shit.
ago, man. Evans had one good week. He went into the bye week. I'm like, dude, you know what? He had that good week, got
He had
injured.
2 good weeks, man.
No,
in a row.
he got
Yes,
that.
He did.
He got the good week before he got injured. Then he went on bye week, and then after that, he had the 3 good games. He's had like 4 good games already. Like the last 4 weeks, Evans has finally
Well,
stepped up and came up.
Week 8 was 12, but week 9, 34, week 10, 28, and then last week he got 54.
And you know what else? Is that
I
fucking.
don't blame you for putting him in.
What else is that? I'll go fuck. Both of your teams are losing, dude. Both teams are weak. Really?
No one
Yes.
cares what you have to say, fool.
Can't
Like I
wait.
said, you're a fucking emo fantasy
Motherfucker,
football
if he
player,
didn't get this
dude.
lucky week, I'd be passing you right now, and I'd already clinched my shit.
You wouldn't
so
be
shut the
passing me?
fuck. Yes, I would have.
No, I've been a game ahead of you.
No, you're not.
I've been a game ahead of you.
Yeah, and actually no, I would still be behind. I needed you to lose. That's why I was thinking. But if I didn't get those last 2, fucking, I can't believe I lost to these 2 idiots.
Dude, but Beckham beat T.Y.
T.Y. didn't do
Dude,
shit.
look, it's not even that though.
Shady
but like,
beat
dude,
fucking T.Y.
no.
and this-
But if you really look at it, dude, my running backs beat yours. My wide receivers beat yours. Like our team was like literally neck and neck. Mike Evans just got me those points. But dude, Detroit getting 9 points and San Francisco got 25. You beat me on that. Dawson beat Canzaro. Evans beat Landry. Jenkins obviously beat Rudolph. But other than that, my team beat your team. My wide receivers beat your wide receivers. And my running backs beat yours. Because McKinnon matched Ellington and Sankey matched both Ellington and McCoy. Like, yeah, Mike Evans helped me. Mike Evans helped. But my team was beating your team.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans won you the game.
Hell helped.
So
That's
what?
all- that's
but my
all it
team was
is.
still beating your
Yeah,
team.
man. You know what? That's my
Mike-
problem
it's
too.
only
I don't
Mike
like.
But my
Mike
team was
Evans
still beating
keep
your team.
referencing
If
here,
you
dude,
have
because
his points,
there's so
I
many
still
other people to
win.
reference on Chris's team. that
Yeah, but
didn't
that's
do
like
good.
me. That's like me
True.
saying, oh, Daenerys
So
Thomas
why
didn't
did
get
Mike
those
Evans keep getting
points.
brought up?
Or that's like me saying, oh, San
No,
Francisco.
it's not,
No,
because
but that's
they
like me
just
saying,
got
San,
average.
okay, that's like me saying San Francisco didn't get those 5 interceptions.
George,
it
it's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Evans
true.
won
No,
the
it's
game.
No,
true.
but it's no.
I'm with-
That's like
I'm
me
with
saying
you-
San
I'm with
Francisco.
you on that,
That's like me
George.
saying if San Francisco didn't get those 5 picks,
5
San
picks
Francisco
is a
would have
lot,
had 25 points, and
Evans
Eli Manning
won
would
you the game.
and Eli Manning would have had 24.
You can
Hey, you know
you
what?
can color
That's
whatever
crazy.
you want.
That's crazy to think about it right there. San Francisco ended with 25 points, right? They got 5 interceptions. That's
Yeah.
worth 10 points. I bet on them to get 30, and had they not got 5 interceptions, which you can never expect to happen, they would have had 15 points. That's half of what I bet on them to get.
That's
was
also why a lot of us have been complaining about the way the defense is done. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that what George said right there is the truth. If he's talking about San Francisco getting those 5 interceptions, well, you had Drew Brees and Demaryius Thomas doing shit early on in the game where they came up and they did their shit. So George is supposed to have to feel like, yeah, you won because of Mike Evans. Because his guy did good and Chris's didn't? That's not his fault.
But my team was beat.
I'm not saying it's his
No,
fault.
but my team beat your team.
Yeah, but
my,
I mean,
my
it's
wide
nowhere
receivers
close to
beat
that.
your wide
He
receivers,
shouldn't-
and my running backs beat your running backs.
Your team beat
Your
his team.
defense beat mine, but just put it like that. If it goes about like that, if your defense didn't get those 5 picks and Eli Manning didn't throw those 5 picks, that's 24-25 with Drew Brees. That's a tie or a slight win, and that means what? San Francisco's D would have been at 15. That would have been only 6
Look,
more
Mike
points than
Evans won the
Detroit.
game. If your
No, he
flex
didn't,
did close
though.
to my flex,
Oh, my
you
God,
would
but
lose.
like I'm saying-
Mike Evans won the game. Oh,
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're saying if Mike Evans didn't get this, okay, but what if your San Francisco defense didn't get 5 interceptions?
Hey, George,
I'm sorry, did my team win? It doesn't matter
No,
what San
but,
Francisco
oh my
did.
goodness. Okay,
Well,
all
the
right,
whole
whatever.
point is
I
that Mike
won.
Evans won
I
the
won.
game.
George, just say your famous line. What's your famous line?
On to the next
But
one.
who won the?
But
I wish you would have said that long ago without going all this bullshit you just went on right now.
So your win.
Man, but you know what? I don't like you guys making George's shit feel like it was relevant because everything George said was relevant.
You know why though? It's because
Everything George said was
The
relevant.
reason why is because George's team's weak. That's why it's not
George's
relevant.
team has been weak. But obviously, okay, Mike Evans is going to be getting 55 every week. But if Mike Evans can get his shit, Beckham's helped him a lot because Beckham's done better than Cruz. He's helped out
And all
Manning
that
a
is
lot.
Eli Manning throwing it to Beckham.
That's
So
what
I'm
I'm trying
getting
to say.
double the
Like,
points on
you
that.
can't just throw away someone's shit
helps.
because they've been
Of
weak.
course it does.
George's team was a lot weaker 3 weeks ago than it is right now. 3 weeks ago, it was a lot weaker. 3 weeks ago, that team would not have.
3
beat
weeks
Chris's.
ago, you were struggling to break 100 points.
3 weeks ago, we were struggling to get a win, weren't you? Like, or a couple weeks
I'm
after
still
that.
struggling to get a fucking
You know
win.
what, man? All that matters is playoffs. That's it.
You
The
all two in
record
a row,
here
right?
don't matter shit. All that matters is playoffs.
No, I fucking lost last week.
When you
to
got
fucking
8 teams
Alex.
making it, the only thing that matters
Dude,
is
I
fucking
should have beat
playoffs.
Alex.
Can we get to the next one?
That's like the whole, like even that. That's like me saying, oh, I should have beat Alex because Eli Manning had 2 drives to go downfield and just all he had to do was throw 1 touchdown pass. I would have definitely beat Alex.
You know what?
No questions asked.
I think the only
But
thing
it
relevant
is
that
what
needs
it
to be
is.
said is that George definitely won,
Yes, he did.
mainly because of Mike Evans.
Yeah,
But if you needed to go number 2, Chris's team didn't do good.
at all.
And when you score under 130, you deserve to lose.
That's true.
Not everyone loses. I've won like 2 games off of scoring 120 just 'cause someone else did worse. But when you score under 130, even if you score under 140, in my opinion, you deserve to lose. That's
No,
not a
you're
lot.
right. Look, if you score under
Oh, and
130,
Pinky says, "What's
and
up,
you-
everybody?"
If you score under 130 and you lose, you got no one to blame but your team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
And it
on-
doesn't matter.
on
It doesn't
that-
matter
on
if
that
the
note.
it doesn't matter if the team you played scored 135 or 267. If you scored under 130, you deserve to
Yeah,
lose.
teams
But
lose.
look,
Teams
but
lose,
my
man.
whole
That's the
thing
way it
is, this is the
Ain't
thing
gonna
that
get
this is
over
the
the
thing that you
obvious
guys
stuff
understand though too is the fact that that's fantasy football. You put in the players you hope are gonna pop off.
That's exactly what it is.
Come on,
That's exactly
what?
what it is.
2-3 weeks ago, Adrian was talking about trading Brandon fucking Marshall.
That's true.
Is he talking that
That's
now?
true. No, of course not. He'd
But
be
that's what I'm
stupid
saying.
to.
But
And
he
that's
was,
why-
but he was talking about it. Why? Because Marshall wasn't doing shit for
Exactly,
him.
exactly.
Yeah, that's fantasy football.
That's part of
what
fantasy
it
football.
does.
Sticking with
You
a guy
put
and
the
throwing them in.
fools-
That's what I'm saying. So you can't get on a guy and be like, "Oh, you only won because of him." No, he won because George made the right decisions, and it worked
And
out.
Chris
Look,
didn't.
you-
That's how it happened.
Dude,
That's
if
how
Chris
it
would have put
happened.
Darnell,
Did you wait?
it'd be a
It would've been
completely
closer.
different
It
story.
would've been closer.
Yeah, but it still would have been a loss. But it would have been completely different.
And that's what I'm saying. His team just didn't do good.
Hey,
His
but,
team
but I'll
didn't
tell you
do
this right
good.
now. If you would have had Darnell in there and you had T.Y. Hilton playing Sunday night, try to tell me you wouldn't feel better than where you were feeling at
Oh,
that
definitely,
point.
definitely.
Yeah, because you would have
He
been
was
up.
only down
You
by
would have been
one.
up, so you would have
been up.
felt
Hey,
better.
George, did you
I don't
draft
have feelings.
Evans?
I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about a feel
Okay.
better for like
You-
a
you
day
would've-
that was
okay.
gonna happen. At
So-
the end, I lost.
So you drafted Evans, and you've made how many moves this year?
A shitload.
Do you know exact? Does anybody
About
know
50
how
something.
many? Okay, all right, 50 something. You've made 50 something moves. You've turned your team completely upside down, gutted it, everything, and you never quit on Evans.
Nope.
So I think you deserve those 55.
That's what I'm saying. But furthermore,
And trust me, I wanted to drop Evans.
Furthermore, 150 ain't no fucking.
Hey,
I've heard
and I
no
didn't
miracle.
know, and I didn't want to,
150
and
no
no,
miracle. Don't matter that 55
and it wasn't the
came from
fact,
one
and
guy.
honestly,
In our league, 150 is now
no,
shot.
and it wasn't
That's what I'm
and it wasn't the
saying.
fact that I wanted to drop Evans because of Evans as the player. I wanted to drop Evans because of the fucking way Tampa Bay was playing. They sucked. Sometimes it's not based on your player. You also got to remember you got to remember who they're playing for, what team they're playing on. Well, I think no one has Raiders on their squad really, because the Raiders, yeah, James Jones is a good wide receiver, but that offense that he's playing on, they're not that great. You have fools that are playing on teams that are garbage, and you're getting lucky that they're even popping off on
big
points.
names that are not
doing good, and that's where you got to understand. That's where you look at. It's not just I'm
Hey,
gonna
you know
throw this
what?
win. You look at
George-
defenses you play against. You look at everyone that's going up against. You're not gonna throw in someone that's you're probably gonna stick to your main guys. But if you have someone that you're 50-50 on, and they're going up a fucking top 3 defense, are you really gonna put that guy over someone that's probably gonna play against a
Nope.
whack defense?
No, most people
No,
won't.
because that's the way you're game planning.
And on top of that,
You're gonna hope he does
George was
that.
about to trade me Mike Evans for St. Louis's D. I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit.
The transaction didn't happen. And the week after that, Mike Evans had like a 30-something and then a 55-something. Believe me, this is what I'm saying. That's George, who had already made the agreement, decided, I don't want to trade Mike Evans. Mike Evans worked out for him. He plugged him in the starting role, which some guys he didn't. That's his starting lineup. If they win, they win. That's the count. 150 ain't a lot.
Shit.
If
Right
you're
now,
losing to
honestly,
that-
dude. Right now, honestly, I'm on fucking ride or die with my team.
Teams
I'm
that matter,
sticking.
man.
I'm sticking with the team that has been winning me games, and I'm sticking with them, dude.
I think that's a good team, man.
And I
That's a good
I
team.
gotta stick with them. They've been getting me points. They've been doing what they have to do. Beckham and Roddy White have been stepping up.
That's true.
Evans have been stepping up. McKinnon's getting me decent points. He's not getting me fucking breakout numbers, but you know what? He's still giving me decent points. Sankey, I just threw in just because I really Reggie Bush was out. And honestly, dude, even now, Reggie Bush
Sankey had his best week.
No, but and you know why?
Right in time.
And you know what it was? Is he started
Closing
doing the
the beer.
kickoffs. I do, please.
I'm good. I have to drive, dude.
And no, and it's just it's one of those things that I'm just gonna stick with the team that's been winning me games, man. That's all I can do. I went in with this team that's been winning me games and been getting me decent points, and I'm gonna stick with them till the end.
That's what you got to do.
I really want to throw Reggie Bush in, but you know what? Hey, Sankey's coming up, and Wizen Hunt likes Sankey. Sankey's gonna be the lead back there, and he's doing kickoffs, so I'll stick with Sankey.
Sankey should have been the lead back since get-go.
Yep.
Sean Green, Dexter McCluster, and who else was over there? Leon
Washington.
Washington? Get the fuck out of here.
So
None of those motherfuckers are every down running back.
But you know
None
who
of
was
those
hurting?
motherfuckers.
But you know who was hurting themselves? Bishop Sankey was.
Yeah,
hurting
he was.
himself.
He could-
Footwork,
and
He wasn't
dude,
producing.
No, and he was fumbling, and then there was a couple plays where he ran out of bounds when he wasn't supposed
Hey,
to.
everybody
Is he a
knows.
rookie?
Yes,
he's a
everybody
rookie. That's why,
knows.
dude. You gotta give
Everybody
rookies time
knows
to develop.
you can't be a rookie who fumbles. That's the
No.
fastest way to see the bench.
Exactly.
All right, now before we move away from this game, last thing to be said about Chris's team is that because you do have an assload of points, you realistically only need one more win, and you can probably hold off everyone else.
One more win with 2 weeks left.
One more win with 2 weeks
If
left.
he wins,
to cinch up.
he got the 8th spot.
People would have to beast out of their fucking mind
Yeah.
to make up that points differential,
Yeah.
which is huge. It's a huge.
So that
points
means Chris is
differential.
going to play number 1,
Yeah,
which
That's
right
what
now
it's
is
like.
you.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not feel good about that
What? Your
because
team is the best. Chris's
no,
team has had to go on a streak to even be relevant. Your team has been consistently good. Why are you worried?
because Chris had 3 players get 50 points against me.
And he just lost to George's 150.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel any
150,
better.
even though I was saying 150, but 150 is actually what he got. I didn't even know that.
That
I mean, I did know that, but I didn't know I was saying.
doesn't make me feel any better about the fact that he beat me. He beat my 9-player team with 3 guys.
Man.
All right, now moving on to the last game.
You're an eternal pessimist, Richie. When your team is doing good, you think you have a chance to lose. When your team is doing bad, you think you have a chance to win.
Oh, trust me.
That's a pessimist. Pessimists think when they're like really bad.
Hey,
you're not a
you know who's
pessimist
like
unless
that?
you're doing good and you think it's going to
You
go
know who's
bad.
like that?
So-
Alex and Sal. Because Sunday night,
I'm the
when I
first.
was already ahead on CT, they're like, I would bench Bishop Sankey. I'm like, why? They're like, because what if he fumbles and gets injured? I'm
Get
like,
the fuck
bro,
out of here. Get the
I don't give a
fuck
fuck.
outta here.
I need fucking points. So I'm throwing his ass in there. You know what? If that happens,
He's a
then you
starting
know what? It
running
wasn't
back. It
meant for
doesn't
me to
matter if he
win.
fumbles. He's gonna
True.
get more points.
Hey,
And you know what? And I actually, when I saw you the next day, I asked you the same thing, huh? You gonna
Yeah.
play him or you gonna bench him?
Yeah. They were jinxing my
okay.
ass already.
The last game that we're able to recap because we're both here is the game between me and Henry. I win this game 169 to 135. The win gives me the Lewis Bowl. And talk about your team.
Fuck my team. Well, not fuck my team totally. I'm saying fuck my team because I want to talk about your team. I say fuck your team. You got 20-something from Brown. You got way too much from Anderson.
I got 19 and a half.
But that's the end that I'll get on the bitter because I could go later, and I do want to say, you know what? I'm always happy when your team does good because I know how much you stress. I'm always happy when your team does good. I don't like that 2 of my 3 losses are to you. I'm not one of these types to be like, well, I'm glad it's to my brother. Actually, I hate that it's to you. I'd rather it be... Well, actually, I don't know if I'd rather to be to somebody else. But I don't want it to be to you. But I think that the points you got that week, you won't sustain at any point ever again other than that week. Now, for me, I had a bad week. And I hope my guys don't do that bad, but I took my loss. I accept it. I'm not calling it because of one specific guy or 2 or 3 or anything. My guys together just didn't beat your guys. I bet a lot on them, and I lost. But I think if we had the same guys go up again, which we wouldn't because I didn't have Foster, I had Blue. And yeah, Blue got 22, but Foster's been, well, not been getting, but he has gotten like 40 or something. That would have mattered. I think that if our same teams met up again, I don't think you get 20 combined from Brown or Anderson. I think you got it that time.
Yeah, probably not.
I think you got it that time,
And that's where it goes to. You put what you plan.
exactly. I took my loss, but I think if we see each other in the playoffs, I don't think you'll have any luck against me. Which you'll need luck and bad luck from me, which I don't think you'll find either one of. And that's all I have to say. My team, basically, Rivers was whatever. And that's all I have to say. Rivers and my defense, or whatever.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
My defense did good. Brady did decent. Everybody else came through except for Bryant, and that's okay. He's a rookie, right? Bryant's a rookie? Bryant's a rookie, and you're going to have down games, so that's okay.
It's just the thing that sucks was the thing that's good with Bryant is that he's getting all the red zone touches. The thing that sucks with Bryant is that Marcus Wheaton's taking all the other offensive snaps, and Wheaton's getting the punts and stuff. But the good thing is with Bryant, one catch for like a 15-yard catch for a touchdown. That's already what? That's
8 points.
That's 8 points right there. That's
Yeah.
automatic. And then if they go to him every red zone, and they do go to him a lot in the red zone, man.
I mainly
could
picked
easily
up
pop off
Bryant
for you.
because, people
He's not bad.
People talk about running back handcuffs, right? This is the guy you should have in case your starter
that's
isn't.
the wide receiver
in case, he's exactly.
Because Whedon didn't produce.
Bryant is my Antonio Brown wide receiver handcuff because all of the red zone touches that Brown isn't getting anymore are going to Bryant.
But he's not your wide receiver handcuff, though, because he's a number 3. The only thing that would be a wide receiver handcuff is number 2.
He's the number 3, except
But
in the
Whedon's
red
not the
zone.
number
In the
2.
red zone, he's the number
Whedon
2.
is.
He's not the number 2.
Yeah, he is. Who's the number 2 then?
It's not Lance Moore.
I know that's what was there.
No, it's Whedon.
By the way, Lance Moore's girlfriend is fucking hot.
does that matter?
Whedon's the number 2
But-
receiver.
I just
But,
don't know how.
I think that...
It's that fool Bell, and then Whedon, and then Martavis Bryant.
Well, I mean, I think that...
And Martavis Bryant goes in for Whedon on the red zone.
I think it's pretty obvious to see them that Bryant and Wheaton don't play the same type of game. So definitely Bryant is not Wheaton's backup. So Wheaton doing good doesn't take away from... Well, I mean, Wheaton and Brown doing good is bad for Bryant because that means less throws to him.
Yeah.
But that's
But
why they only go to him in the red zone.
his position is unique. He's not... See, Wheaton will get throws taken away. Whoever's the number 2 will get throws taken away
that's Wheaton.
by the number 1. The number 3 doesn't get throws taken away from number 1 and 2 though, because the number 3 is the third option. The third option has its own touches. The third option with Bryant has just been really fruitful this past 2 weeks. This week it wasn't. Who were they playing though?
They were playing Tennessee.
On Monday.
Tennessee
Tennessee's
sacked
defense is pretty good,
Roethlisberger
man.
a shitload of
Look,
times.
man. Bryant's not a bad pickup, but
They actually threw two passes to Bryant in the end zone, and he just couldn't catch them.
I'll tell you what's gonna go on bad the coming weeks, though, is that Le'Veon Bell had a lot of points.
Ton of points.
People are gonna expect him to get this again, but he hasn't done this. And he hasn't done this because the game plan isn't for this. He had big plays this game and developed on that, but he's not gonna get that the next game, and especially not games going forward. So the throws are gonna go to Roethlisberger. But they've already figured out the offense they changed when they threw Bryant into the game plan. So the Steelers are once again a low offensive option. So with Bryant and Brown,
And that's not even including fucking what's his name, their tight end,
Keith Miller.
Keith Miller. Miller takes shots from all them fools
Yeah.
too.
So they're once again like a low offensive
Roethlisberger
option.
loves going to fucking Miller when he.
They
needs
had
to.
their weeks, but they've already gone back down. They've been figured out. So I don't know how any of that's going to go forward with Le'Veon Bell, Brown, Bryant, and Roethlisberger, but for sure, Brown and Bryant they're going to get their ball.
You know what I'm really happy for this game with Christian though, is the fact that he's starting Dallas' defense, and I got Beckham and Eli Manning going against that defense.
They do good. They hurt his defense.
Yep.
Okay, so let's recap real quick the 3 games where we don't have anybody here for them. We had Jack play Sal, and Sal got his 3rd win. He won 153.5 to 140.5.
That was an
George, I'm getting a
upset.
cigarette.
That was an upset, in my opinion.
Leading the way for Sal was Aaron Rodgers with 47 points. Rodgers has been on fire.
Dude, Sal's
The
team's
Packers
just finally
have been
coming
on fire.
together.
Exactly.
Sal's team's just all the
And
players.
Sal's team actually has room for improvement because while Rodgers has been on fire, Calvin Johnson has not started to produce what you would expect him to.
No, not yet.
Not yet. If Calvin Johnson starts to produce and Rodgers maintains, Sal's going to be a tough team.
Dude, but it's gonna be a hard game for Sal for Detroit this week. They got New England.
Let me ask a question to you guys. Obviously, George's going to choose himself. If honestly we had to pick right now, who do you think is going to get that 8th spot?
Chris,
Do you think Chris is going to get it?
he needs 1 win out of 2 games.
And
Although he
and the
plays
rest of us
you
need
and
2
he
wins.
plays Christian, so that's the toughest that he could
That's
have got
hard,
out of
dude.
your division.
But also, I'm facing Christian and Adrian.
Listen, man. Honestly, he got 25 from Breeze and 20 from Thomas, and he only scored 129. I don't think he's gonna make the playoffs.
Who would you pick?
I think. Look how bad his team was early. I don't think that was uncharacteristic.
He just started getting 50s from
All his guys got hot at the same time for that stretch.
he was getting 50s from Thomas and Hilton at the same time.
No, but multiple weeks in a row though.
Yeah.
If it wasn't one of them, it was the other one, and now it's stopped.
No, it was
That's
both
why I
at the
don't
same
think like how
time.
you gonna like talk about like George getting 50 off of one guy when he won some games off of 1 or 2 guys getting 50s and everyone else doing whatever.
Yeah, but CT's is in the playoff run. Like he has the
We're all
spot.
in the
But
basically.
he's only in the playoff run because he won 4 in a row,
We're all in the playoff run.
and no one else around him won 4 in a row.
Right.
Like he's borrowed this opportunity. He should be at the very bottom. But
For
he
him,
got it.
but at this point,
He
for
has
him,
good players. That's the thing.
for
But
him
they're
to
not
miss the
consistent.
playoffs, he needs to lose both games and have if he loses both games, somebody else only needs to win 1. But if they tie him, he's so far ahead in points that's almost insurmountable. You need him to lose both games. He's playing the type of teams in his division where it's feasible for him to lose both games.
Who's your flex, Richie?
My flex is Charles Sims. This week, right? Or are you talking about my regular team?
No, I was just no. I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
The Steelers are on a bye, so I lose 2 wide receivers.
Sal's team actually is looking pretty good now that I look at it.
So this was a close game between Jack and Sal. Sal gets the win. It's his 3rd win, and that 3rd win keeps him in the playoff hunt. Jack, with 5 wins, just needs 1 more win to lock it up.
The seven.
Actually, Jack doesn't even need one more win. He needs the bottom 4 teams, the 4 teams that are tied for 9th place, to get one more loss. Jack doesn't even need to win another game to theoretically make the
Jack
playoffs.
might be out.
We'll see what happens.
Fucking Joel might be in the fucking playoffs, dude.
Dude, all of us might still be in the playoffs. That's the thing. That's the thing you're still not understanding.
When you talk about the
Is
bottom,
that no one's out yet.
I'm just saying because
Exactly.
Joel's weak, Sal's weak. Like we're weak. Like it's crazy how they're still in the fucking playoffs. And they're doing
Jack's
so
last
terrible.
2 games are against Joel and me.
Yeah, Jack's gonna win one. Who's he pairing out? Joel?
He's playing Joel this week. If he
Hopefully.
gets a win, he's in.
Hopefully Joel. Nah, I need Joel to lose though. Fuck Joel.
So you'd rather have Jack take the 7th spot, right?
Nah, I'd rather
is
have
that
Joel
Cousins
win.
that's hurt right there?
Nah,
Oh no,
I
he's
ain't
checking
know.
his nose. He's faking.
Hey, but the Raiders won though.
Okay, so another game that we had Mike and Joel. Mike wins this game 148 to 146 and a half. 1.5 points. Once again, Joel takes a really tough loss.
And what happened? Joel's team just who didn't
He
make
takes
it
a
on Joel's
tough
team?
loss,
Julio
except
Jones.
he should have never even been in contention. So I question whether that's a tough loss or whether that's
Losing by
You-
2 points.
your luck that got you up and close just didn't carry you over. That's not bad luck. That's just not
Dwayne
enough
not
good
zero.
luck. Not the same.
Still a tough loss to take.
A tough loss for the person, but not a tough loss.
Dude, honestly, Joel in this game was because of the Green Bay defense, 45 points.
In fact,
Like
yes. Actually, I forgot about that. That's a tough win by Mike, not a tough loss for Joel.
Dude, hey, that
Joel
is-
should have never been in
Because
contention.
dude,
Wait. Okay, explain to me why it's relevant
He
to
got 45
mention.
from Green Bay's plug-in defense. He
Yeah,
should have never even been close.
Well, he's been using Green Bay for a while, so it's not a
he
plug-in.
should have
But,
never even been
but
close.
explain to me why it's relevant to talk about Joel's defense getting 46, but not George's flex getting 55.
Because that happens a lot. That's his flex, but that's a wide receiver he could have easily plugged into their main starting wide receiver spot. He is the number 1 receiver right now for Tampa Bay. They just got Josh McCown back, and he throws deep. He's always thrown deep. It's not inconceivable. Green Bay's defense getting 45 is very inconceivable. And he came close to winning. He should have never even been close.
hey,
then.
you know where
That's
Joel?
not a tough
Hey,
loss.
you know
it's a
where
tough
you
win.
know where Joel fucked up by not putting in Michael Floyd over James Jones
Yeah, I thought the
and
same
not
thing.
putting in Clay over Dwayne Allen. But Dwayne Allen got injured. So that's
Well, I
what he
would have
got.
thrown Dwayne Allen anyway,
Yeah,
but
no,
he
yeah.
did fuck up on him.
But throwing James Jones instead of
Michael Floyd.
Dwayne
Michael
Allen
Floyd,
got hurt before he was able to get any points,
Yeah.
and that definitely.
But
hurts.
listen, the Michael Floyd, James Jones one does make a difference, and he should have thrown in Michael Floyd.
That would have been a win for
Yeah,
him.
it would have been a win for him.
Exactly. So it's
I
not,
don't
it's
know
not a
any
tough
difference.
loss. It's a
No.
tough win for Mike. Mike
But
should've
that's
won by a
also
lot
one of
more.
those things. You gotta look at what you're playing against. James Jones should have popped off against San Diego.
And
Dude,
that was
Raiders
the
should have popped
closest
off
game
against
of
San
this week.
Cause see, Joel's team
I'll
isn't
be
even
here.
that good. Joel's team is comprised of a lot of people who have been doing good fantasy-wise for a short period of time. They're not a good team. They're just a team that has a chance to bust a lot. I mean,
Does
to
anybody
boom
think?
a lot?
Okay, there's of all of us here. Does anybody think Joel is making the playoffs?
He could.
Yeah,
He has the same wins as everybody else.
I think
could.
Sal will make it before Joel.
You think Sal will make it before Joel?
Yeah.
So okay, we'll go around the table. Adrian, you think Joel is making the playoffs?
Of the 4, no, I think CT's
It's
gonna
technically
make it.
of the 5 because you have to include.
It's hard to
Chris
say
in the
though.
eighth
No,
spot.
why would anyone think Joel's team of the 5 teams available? Why would anyone think Joel's team's gonna make it? He has one of the weakest teams of the 5 available.
Well, that's what
If
I'm
I-
asking here.
Nah, I'd pick probably Chris.
But why would anyone take him?
I don't know.
Just like
That's what
okay,
I'm asking.
you don't know that the Royals might make the World Series, but why would anyone have taken them to make the World Series before the playoffs?
Well, that's
You
my
understand what I'm
point
talking
for
about?
asking because anybody that says yes, I'd like to know why they
You know
think
what?
that.
Nah, Richie.
But you'd like to know why? Because their team sucks.
Richie. Wait, give me a second. Let me look at one thing. Let me look at just one thing, and I'll tell you my decision right now. I think. What the fuck, dude? My phone acting stupid.
That doesn't have an iPhone, bro.
Dude, nah, because even Sal's playing hard ass teams. Yeah, I'd probably have to be Chris, just because I think Chris could beat Christian. George isn't gonna beat me, so he's not making playoffs. Christian, so
Like I said,
all
Chris-
that.
All right,
Until next
let's get through this last game so we can get to the stuff that we really want to get to, the previews. All right, Christian beats Joseph 177 to 117 and a half. And with this win, Christian moves into first place in the other division.
He hasn't clinched first though, right?
Huh?
He hasn't clinched first, right? He didn't clinch first yet. First place.
No, he didn't clinch first place. And he's not gonna clinch first place yet because him and Joseph have the same division. But if you're talking about your opportunity to get in there, he's 2 wins ahead of you, so you need him to lose out and you have to win out.
It's not gonna happen, bro. 'Cause I'm gonna beat
And then you have to beat him on points.
Yeah, he's only up points like 60 points, something like that. So.
Okay. So Christian's team got 177. He had the second highest points. His team did good. You know what? 179 was the highest points of this week, and I believe, and I haven't checked, I believe that's the lowest, highest score for a week. So this was kind of like a down week in terms of fantasy points. You know, we didn't have too many people just completely
I'll about to do that.
blow out.
No, we didn't. We didn't have a lot of people blow out.
Oh, okay, but 170.
I did. Mike Evans blew out like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the team definitely didn't.
Okay, but 177 points means that Christian's team did very good, and Joseph's team 117 and a half. They really struggled, and other than Russell Wilson, who got 32, everybody else really struggled on his team. It was a down week for Joseph. Joseph does have 7 wins. His team has done very good for him. His team started 5-0, and ever since then, his team has been 2-4.
I'm not that scared of his team. It's honestly just been, and I know you guys are talking about how can you say this because of Mike Evans' 50 points. His players have just been like popping off, like that one player that gets like Marshawn Lynch getting 50 points last week, or like more than that.
All you need is the one player.
I
to
know,
get
but when you have players that are
points.
playing, I'm more scared of the teams that everybody's pulling their own weight and smashing. Like that's the teams I'm.
Well,
worried
yeah,
about.
those are the more consistent, like scary teams, definitely, than a team that's relying on one guy to like beast out of their mind. Of course,
And that's Joseph's team to me. Joseph's team to me is Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch beasting out. That to me is what Joseph's team is. If Marshawn Lynch sucks or Russell Wilson sucks, I think that they're done. Like that, his team's not gonna do shit.
Okay. Well, that takes care of the previews, right? And let's jump straight into. I mean, that takes care of the recaps. Let's jump straight into the previews. I'll start with the game at the very top that I have. It's my game against Sal. Now, if I beat Sal, Sal could potentially be eliminated.
What score? Who won?
The 4 teams that are tied for 9th place right
Who's
now.
winning?
The 4 teams that are tied for 9th place right now, they all need to win out to have a chance. So Sal's first step is against me, and I'm down on firepower this week because my best player isn't there, Antonio Brown. But you know what? I'm fielding the best that I can, and I think I have a good shot. I think I have a deep team, and even though they won't put up like superstar points, I think they can put up enough points to beat him. Now, he has been on a fat fucking roll. Fat fucking roll so far. Anybody want to talk about Sal's team?
Like I said, his team, Aaron Rodgers has been beasting. Sammy Watkins is up and down. Like I don't know what to even say. Honestly, his only consistent players so far have been Aaron Rodgers and Mark Ingram. Alfred Morris has been doing some good points too, and Jordan Matthews has finally done well in these past 2 games that he's played, like really well. But other than that, I mean, I just don't think he has enough firepower to beat your team. Like I think Gronkowski will put up more points than like 2 or 3 of his players combined.
I definitely hope so. Henry, you got anything to say about Sal's team or my team?
I think Sal's gonna lose. That's all I have to say.
All right. Moving on to another game. Let's talk about, Henry, your game against Mike. This is the heavyweight game in our
I think
division.
I'm winning by 45. And I'm not taking any bets on that. That's my final statement.
Okay, you want to talk anything about your team in terms of why you think you're going to win by 45?
I think my team has lagged it these past 2 weeks. I'm a little disappointed in them. I think that we're finally going to beast out, end up strong, and then take the playoffs. That's fine. That's what I think.
Okay, and more of what I'm asking is, you think you're gonna win by 45 because you're gonna like put up a shitload of points, or because Mike's gonna disappoint?
Because Mike's is gonna put up a shitload of points, and Mike's team is gonna lose.
Okay. Well, Henry isn't taking any bets on this, but does anybody else want to make a bet on this game? Henry and Mike, big time game. Oh, did anybody want to make a bet on my game with Sal? I didn't even ask.
No.
Anybody want to take Sal to beat me?
No.
No?
Sal's gonna lose.
I'm not touching
Okay.
these games, dude.
I actually have a bet with Sal. Go ahead and write it down. Me and Sal bet the hat on our game.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh yeah. You remember that, but you won't remember the Raider game, right?
I do not remember the Raider game, but I will pay up.
That'd be as you. Fucking Anne Frank's cousin.
Nephew, fool. Nephew. I'm not that old.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Need a couple more
Fucking
nephews
great
down on
nephew.
that one.
Okay, so let's talk about Chris and Adrian's game. Now, we're talking about this Thursday night, and Adrian's defense already played. They got 26.5. But Chris was projected to smash you by 20 points, so he's still projected to smash you by what, like 14 or something like
What
that?
was Kansas City projected?
19.
Okay, well, anyways, both of you are here, so let's hear you guys talk about your game. This is a must-win for Chris.
It is.
It's a must-win for Chris. It's a I don't give a shit for Adrian.
I do give a shit for the reason
whatever,
being.
fool.
Nah, I mean, how could he not give a shit though? This is him playing a marquee team.
I'm still trying to get first place in my division.
Team, I just beat that team.
Yeah, but still though.
No, you're right. He does give a shit, but it doesn't affect
wouldn't-
his
who wouldn't-
playoff standing.
Let me tell you.
Playoff standings,
Let me
though.
tell
You
you
tell
two
me he
reasons.
doesn't wanna win.
Let me tell you two reasons why. One, I still want to win division, which I still could do. And two, like I said earlier,
And
I
Chris is in your division. You
yeah,
wanna
exactly.
Beat Chris.
And Henry read what I wrote earlier. I want Chris to win. I want George to win because I want to beat Chris, take off his security blanket because then he has to win his next game, and give George hope, and then me fucking smash on George and just get rid of that hope. Like that's what I've been waiting for the rest of the season. It's like week 8. I've been waiting to give George hope and take it away too. That's what I've been waiting for. I checked if he's breathing. He's still good. That's what I've been waiting for. So I'm giving George. If I beat CT, when I beat CT, actually, I'm calling it. I'm giving George hope, taking it away.
You know what I love is that the usual Adrian's not here. The usual Adrian's not here like he was when we first played, talking all that super shit. Okay, there's a little fear of God in your ass.
You know what I love? Bets. And what are you guys betting on this game?
I'm down to bet. So what do you want?
Oh, I hope it's a good one. Are we in the Christmas spirit yet?
Let's do a slap bet.
What?
You want to do a slap
Nah, that's not good enough for you.
Hell no.
What the fuck do you guys want? I don't know. Fucking
Slap bets are so fast.
Double
one,
slap
two.
bet.
Nah, I'm not doing double slap bet.
One to the front,
What
one
do
to
you
the
want
back.
bet?
You want me to make the bet for you?
No, because he comes with
Nah,
some
you come with some
stupid
crazy
shit.
shit.
Hell yeah, I
What do you
come up
want?
with crazy shit.
We'll do a 30 pack, dude. Down?
30 pack's pretty good.
30 pack.
Write
Of
that
course
shit
you
down.
think that's good.
30 pack
30 pack
Stella's.
for the rest of us.
30
I'm
pack to the straight up
I'm about to get a
winner.
loan. Fucking for
Hey.
a 30 pack of Stella.
30
I
pack
don't think they make those.
I know they
big
don't.
red trolley.
That shit's nasty.
That shit is awesome.
It's delicious.
You're not even drinking. What the fuck do you care?
You think dick's awesome? You think I'm gonna go for it? Motherfucker?
You're the one with no gag reflex, fool. Who thinks dick's more awesome?
And you're the one who keeps bringing it up.
Because that's amazing. How many people you know without a gag reflex? How many people you know have worked on their
bitch, how about we
craft
stick something in
so
your mouth
much
to see if
that
you
they
gag?
don't have a
Not
gag
a lot of
reflex?
girls without a guy reflex.
You see, this guy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys got any other type of bets, shit talking, anything? Cause there's gotta be some more.
Dude, I'm not even worried. That's the thing, is that I'm not worried about these two teams.
You know, we're gonna talk about the game. We're gonna talk about the game, but I'm not worried about
Chris, Ty got 5 points, right? 5.5? 6 points? Okay.
5.4.
How many points do you think Ty gets this week?
Oh,
55.4.
I think he's probably gonna get at least 25. It's Jacksonville.
25. Jacksonville. That sounds like a bet. You taking that? 25
I'll
points is
take
a
it.
gang of points.
I'm gonna buy low on that. I'll
You
bet
know
a
you're
6-5.
retarded
Alright,
ass.
six
Just
pack.
let Richie
Six
try to
pack.
trick you into a
I'll
bet.
take that.
Six
bet. I'm
pack.
not worried about that.
A
bet.
free 6-pack on
Oh,
25. Write that shit
25?
down.
Look,
I'm not-
I don't give a fuck as long as Andrew Luck don't get shit. Hopefully they're all handoffs.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Hopefully they're all end arounds.
I think they're gonna throw on Jacksonville early.
I don't give a fuck as long as Indianapolis defense stops Jacksonville. I don't give a fuck what happens.
And Adrian, Rashard Jennings, back and active. Your boy, your gold star.
Fuck you, Richie.
What you think he's gonna get?
I think he'll get at least 15.
Ha!
You don't believe him? What you think he's
15?
gonna get?
Like 9.5.
Like
Who's he
9
playing?
and a half?
Like, who's he playing?
They're playing Dallas.
I'm calling 15, but I don't even want to bet on that.
I'll bet on that.
I'm not betting on that one. That's too risky for
15.
me. Nah. I'm already
I bet he gets 14.
I just paid off all my debt. I paid off all my debt, and
15?
I'm adding up more.
15 measly
Nah,
points,
I'm
fool.
good.
I bet he
Dick.
gets 14.
Eat a dick.
You know, I'll give you 2 points. I bet he gets 13.
13 points.
Eat a dick. I'm not even touching it, but
He probably gets that before the first half.
no. I'm not worried about any of these teams. That's all I'm just saying.
That's a touchdown and a few catches. Come on.
Fucking Adrian.
All right. Anybody else
Because-
want to take
it's
some
just
action
because I
on
think
this
your
game?
guys' teams are hard. They're not fucking hard, dude. Your team's
This
just
coming
fucking
from
weak.
dude. How you
Your
gonna talk
team
about a
weak.
team being
And his
weak?
team?
Oh my
Henry's
goodness.
team,
Yeah.
Henry's team's competitive.
I got
Dude.
Adrian for 30,000.
Look. I'll tell you shit right now.
Live debt.
Look. This is the shit that did. No. This is the shit that makes me laugh about Adrian. It's about 2-3 weeks ago. He was crying about how his team fucking sucked balls.
I haven't said that.
Now all of a sudden, all our teams sucked.
You got that on
Bro,
recording?
oh my
Man,
goodness.
fucker, when your ass was in
Stop.
Seattle, you was acting like a
Stop.
bitch.
I'm gonna live in Seattle now.
I was busy.
don't want
I
to
was
come
busy.
back.
Busy acting like a bitch.
All right. So anybody
You
else
go-
want
go
to take
to
a
a
bet
new
on
one
this
when you ain't
game?
doing so
Chris
hot.
and Adrian.
Nah.
Anybody? I'm so 50-50 on this game that I think I'll take any bet. I'll take either side.
I got Adrian for 2 quarters and 5 pennies.
That's 55 cents.
No, I didn't say that. I said 2 quarters and 5 pennies.
That's 55
One
cents.
of my
Quarter
quarters may
ounces?
not be acceptable in most places.
2 quarter ounces.
No,
So
fucking
Rafa
right.
wants about half an ounce.
You know what?
He wants half an ounce and 5 pennies.
All the time.
So it's probably gonna run you about $140
Jesus.
for good.
Yeah,
some
no,
good
you know
stuff.
what? I actually do want to make a bet, but I can't because I owe 23 bets.
Yeah.
That is
You finally
fact-
come
Henry's
You know what?
Henry's on a no bet zone right now.
No one's put me on a limit, but I am putting myself on a
Okay.
limit.
Does anybody else want to make Alex? You like betting against Adrian? You want to make a bet on this one? George.
There's no bets going in here.
Ass team. Look. Fuck this shit.
All right. So we're gonna move on then.
We
Except for
didn't talk
one,
about the
I got
game.
Richie's beat
We've
pill.
been talking about the game.
I'll bet your B pill that Adrian loses.
What do I get if he does?
I'll bet Richie's beat pill, his Lysol container, and his iPad that Adrian will win.
And what do I get if he doesn't?
Your
How much is the
iPad,
B-
your
how much is the-
Lysol.
how much is the B- how much is the B pill cost?
300.
You can't even
300?
bet your firstborn.
I'll give you Georgie. Imagine you, Georgie.
He's like, nigga, this is the pill.
I'll get you a bigger TV than you have.
I don't have a TV right now, so
That's
yes,
what-
let's do it. All right. Next game, let's talk about Jack and
I got
Joel.
12-inch.
Jack already made the playoffs, but Joel needs to win this game in order to stay alive.
Joel against who?
Jack, Joel's team is pretty sorry.
It's close, though. No,
Jack's
no,
team
his
has
team-
underperformed.
Let me hear Joel's team.
Joel's team is Colin Kaepernick,
That's
AJ
pretty
Green,
good. That's pretty
Alan
good.
Hearns, Justin Forsett,
That's pretty good.
Jeremy Hill,
That's pretty good.
Charles Clay,
Wait. Is Bernard still not
Nope,
playing?
Bernard's back.
Bernard's back.
Bernard's back? That's bad.
and he's on Jack's side.
Who's his backup, though?
Backup running
we don't
back.
know that. We don't know
He
that
has
yet,
Frank
though.
Gore.
Bernard's is Hills.
Oh, yeah, Frank Gore. Okay, what's his
He
title?
also has Hilou Jr.
Who does he have in his flex?
No. Gore would be better. Gore would be better.
Who does he
What's
have in
his
his
title?
flex?
Who's it in
Clay.
Floyd. He has Floyd. Who's
Malcolm
playing
or
St.
Michael?
Who's playing St. Louis this week? The Cardinals?
No,
San Diego Chargers. He has Malcolm
San
Floyd.
Diego.
Okay,
It's
so
Malcolm.
Malcolm Floyd.
It's Malcolm. That's
Not bad.
That's boomer bust, to be
yeah.
honest. That's boomer bust.
Goskowski and Green Bay. Gostkowski's the
Green
best
Bay
kicker.
against Minnesota.
Not that that matters much.
Green Bay
That's
against
right.
Minnesota.
That's right.
Oh.
But it's at Minnesota.
The
It doesn't
Hey,
matter where
No,
it's
well,
at.
The kid
it's
is
at
gonna
Minnesota.
pop off for 3 touchdowns. Watch.
Hey, it's at Minnesota. I'll take that bet. It's at Minnesota. It's at Minnesota, which used to be indoors and favored Minnesota. Now it's outdoors at the University of Minnesota. So in the snow, Green Bay loves that shit.
We're not indoor this year.
They dealt with the blizzard too, or what?
Who?
How does an outdoor stadium get it moved to an indoor stadium? I mean, to an.
It's
They
not a
use-
blizzard
no,
over
they're
there.
How's an
shit.
indoor stadium get moved to an outdoor stadium?
Their shit went down. They're playing in
So-
the college right now.
No,
Again?
where we
Yeah,
are
they're
not
not. They
fixed.
don't
It's not
have
in
a
the stadium.
stadium. It's
They're
being
building
built, so they're playing at the University of
They've been playing at
Minnesota,
the
which is
University
an
of Minnesota.
outdoor
They've been
stadium.
playing
Yeah,
there?
season
This whole
long.
season?
Yeah, and next season.
So they're
We
used
got
to
a brand
it.
new
I didn't know
stadium.
that.
They're,
I did
they're
not
making
know
it.
So
that.
they're
right now.
used to it.
We're getting next year.
It's a college stadium, a good college stadium, but it's not an NFL
Well, I
stadium.
mean, they
to
live
it.
in the area, dude. They can play in there.
They're
Trust
used
me.
to it
Even if they
already.
play indoors, they can play in the cold.
But
They,
Green
I
Bay's
mean, they live
definitely-
their whole lives.
But Green
in that
Bay's
cold.
definitely used to it. Minnesota's
Yeah.
gotten used to it, but Green Bay's definitely used
He's
to
been
it.
used to it.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers has a career based on that shit, so Aaron Rodgers knows how to play in the snow.
Okay, so let me run you down through Jack's team. He has Mark Sanchez, Golden Tate, Alshon Jeffrey, Steven Jackson, Giovanni Bernard, Jimmy Graham, Josh Gordon. Oh shit, Josh Gordon.
He's starting
Parquet,
him?
yes, at
cool.
flex. Parquet and Houston. I am taking Jack in this game to eliminate Joel. Anybody
taking
wanna
Jack-
take me up
just-
on this?
I'm taking Jack because I want him to eliminate Joe. But Josh, I don't know why he's throwing Josh Gordon in there. Josh Gordon.
I'm
ain't
looking
do
at
shit.
you.
I'll do
too.
6-pack right now. Josh Gordon won't break 20.
Josh Gordon ain't do shit right now. Ain't even do shit.
Rich is not feeling that. I can already tell he doesn't think he's gonna break 20.
How much Josh Gordon projected?
17.
15.
I want to take a 12 pack that my son wins because he's my son and I can't bet against him.
I thought you put a cap on your bets.
Obviously, I lied.
Taking it. I got Jack. He has Joel.
Fuck a
Heads
bet
up.
limit. I'll rob a bank and pay all these fucking bets out right now.
Yeah, I'm down. I know which bank.
Let's go.
I know which bank. I'm not
Let's
lying.
go. Let's go. Let's
There's-
12 pack?
No, you know which
12
bank? Oh wait, it's recording.
I think I've heard you talk about this before, though.
You have heard me talk about it.
A little bit.
Right
A little
now.
bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. 2 banks right across from each other. Oh yeah. 2 banks in fucking 5 minutes. We gone on to 60. Yeah.
Oh, right there, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Have another car waiting over there down to fucking Fullerton or something.
I would
Drop
have
that
never.
car,
I
I'll
would have
get
never
it.
made it. I would have just lived that suburb life. But I made 24 bets, so now I need to rob a bank.
I'm down.
All right, so
Hey, I'm
we're
down.
we're moving on from this game.
I need money.
Let's talk about
Who doesn't?
George and Christian. George, do or die for you. You
I'm
must win.
I'm winning.
I hope you fucking win, dude. I really do. I want to
Adrian,
win
no one
top
gives
four.
a fuck about your fucking bullshit. Just shut up already.
Hey, George,
Fuck.
with who won, though?
What a day. What a day.
I
Wait,
do.
wait, wait. If that's the case, you want to bring up who won, who has the overall better record?
I do.
Between us two?
Why
Get
bring
your
up-
shit straight.
why bring up
Get your
bullshit?
shit straight.
Why bring
Who
up
has the
bullshit?
overall better record between us two?
Last year doesn't matter.
Wait, but who has the overall better record between us two?
We'll tie next
No,
week,
just
don't
answer
worry.
the question.
We'll tie next week.
Just
don't
answer the
worry.
question. Who has the overall better record?
I remember.
Who has the overall better
I
record?
think you
Fucking wake up.
remember.
You remember?
I think
Oh,
you
trust me, you remember. You're an emo. You probably scratched it on your arm.
I did.
Yeah, you probably did. Who has an overall better record right now between us two?
By one game.
But who does?
You need to be awake for your.
All right, but coming back to
Exactly.
this,
Fairy ass bitch,
George
nigga.
against Christian. George,
this
tell
year,
us, tell us about your team. Who you feel strong about? Who you feel?
My whole team's
weak
gonna be
about.
strong.
How do you think Ben Tate being a Viking is going to affect
It's not gonna
McKinnon?
affect it this week, so I ain't worried.
They're supposed to split touches. You hope you know that.
They're not gonna split
They're
touches.
supposed to split between 20
He doesn't even know the
touches.
fucking playbook. How's he gonna split touches?
That's what they're saying.
Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna laugh if McKinnon gets 10 and Ben Tate gets 9.
Then that's fine. I'm not worried about it. As long as he gets me 10. Whatever.
And they lose, and you're still gonna laugh off because you're a Bears fan.
No.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Let me see. Who am I even starting?
Oh, okay. You and me have a bet in this game, right? You think Eli Manning is going to get more than Andrew Luck?
I didn't say more than Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, that's what the bet is.
Oh, okay.
Could have sworn you
Then,
used
yeah.
that earlier.
Probably. Yeah, Eli Manning get more than Andrew Luck. Well, I mean, dude, we both have really good players. Andrew Luck's been playing good. Eli and I did bad last week, but whatever.
Now I do notice that you're sticking with Sankey in the starting lineup
I have to.
because Peterson didn't get cleared, huh?
Nah.
No, not that Peterson didn't get cleared.
You
but
dropped Peterson, right?
I dropped Peterson, but I really just don't trust Reggie Bush, man. They're going up against New England. I think at New England. Yeah, they're paying.
Oh,
at
you
New
don't
England.
you don't trust Reggie Bush at all?
At New England? Nah.
What about Herron? I would definitely go with Herron against
Why?
Jacksonville.
Nah, man. But why? If Sankey's getting kick returns and he's a starting running back.
It's true. It's true. Philly's defense, last week notwithstanding, has been pretty good in my opinion. I think Herron gets more than Sankey.
Nah.
That's my opinion.
I'll bet that.
What you want to bet?
I'll bet a lunch.
All right, another lunch.
What is it?
Herron gets more than Sankey.
Herron does not get more than Sankey, dude. I'm sorry.
Who?
Herron.
Herron gets more than Sankey
Who's that?
from
The-
Indianapolis.
Because Bradshaw broke his ankle.
He's saying he's going to get more than Sankey.
Who are the running backs at though?
Richardson and Herron.
Wait, Bradshaw got hurt?
Yeah, he's
Broke
out
his
for the
ankle.
season.
Who is Richardson?
It's Christian.
Yeah.
I
Is
have
he starting
Herron.
them?
Yeah. I have Herron, though.
Who the fuck is Herron?
The backup for fucking
The
Richardson.
new Bradshaw.
Who is this guy though?
He's a guy. I actually have no idea.
has
I don't
never-
even know.
he
how to
has
Is
do
he a
it.
rookie?
No,
Or
he's been in the league
how many years though?
like 2 or 3.
Richardson's gonna beast. Wait, who's the bet against Herron and who?
Sankey.
Well, I mean, I don't know what.
He's
Sankey's
saying Herron's
role
going to get more than
is.
Sankey.
If it was Trey Mason and Herron, that'd be a steal. Because Trey Mason's gonna get a lot of carries, but I don't know about Sankey.
Sankey's
I
the
don't know
lead.
what the tight end-
Sankey's the lead back, and
He's
he
the
does
lead
kick
back, but I don't know
returns.
what the tight end's game plan is gonna be though.
No, but he gets kick returns.
Herron's the backup though, dude. I don't. You know what? Nah, dude.
Dude, Sankey's the
Oh,
lead back,
I
and he
can't
gets
make a
kick
bet.
returns.
I can't make a bet. I want to.
That's all I gotta say. Hank is the,
You guys want to bet on this game? Anybody else want to bet on this one? Adrian, you
But if
want
I- if I
want
could
George
bet-
to win. You want to bet that
If I could bet,
George
I'd bet
beats
that
Christian?
Richardson gets
Nah,
more points than
'cause I
Sankey
think-
and Herron
I
combined.
want George to win, but I think Christian's going to beat George.
So do you want to bet that Christian beats George?
I don't want to touch this one. You nuts.
All right. So George, you got anything else to say about your game?
no, just we'll see what happens this Sunday.
All right. Another game that we got is Alex against Joseph.
Your game, Alex.
Alex against Joseph. You want to talk about what you're going to do to Joseph?
Here.
I'm good.
Because you're projected to just, like, silly stomp his ass.
I don't know. I'm just going for the win.
You're projected to win by 40.
You think you win by 40, Alex?
Nah, I think I'll just win by like 10, 20.
Anybody want to take Joseph in this game?
I'm not touching this game either, dude. This Joseph's team's pretty weak, and these ones are just too much. Like, I think Joseph's team's still weak, dude. You guys can say everything you guys want.
This is a must-win for you, Alex. You got to win to stay alive.
This is the guy on the couch.
You guys
who's not
asked if
playing.
you wanted me.
Yeah, dude, my bad. I don't know why I have this right now.
You knock it out. Fine.
You have to work tomorrow
Yeah, 145.
at 1:45.
145.
Oh.
Alex, you think you win by 10?
Yeah. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Alex. All right. Well, Joseph's not here. Alex is taking off. Anybody want to talk about this game?
Yeah.
It's Alex and
Both teams
Joseph.
suck.
Alex and Joseph, yeah.
Well,
Alex needs to win to stay alive in the running.
I think that you know what Joe's team has been doing weaker, but I think that's because the Seahawks have been doing weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've listened to a lot of like
the
sports
Seahawks
radio
team,
lately,
man.
and there's been a lot of shit talking about the Seahawks, which usually happens whenever a team that was expected to be dominant
It's not.
isn't, and then turns into not that good. So then people start talking a lot of shit. So I don't think the Seahawks are gonna be bad 2 weeks in a row coming up. I don't think that's gonna happen because they're going to the playoffs, and I still think they're a force to be reckoned with. They're definitely better than the Niners, and people are up on the Niners, which is kind of it don't matter. Niners are gonna do shit. Seahawks are still a good team. He still has a lot of good players who haven't done that great. I'd be kind of afraid of Joseph these last 2 weeks, but I still think that Alex's team is a superior team, just because I think he has better, consistent, statistics than Joe has.
That's Ray Guy's Hall of Fame ring.
Dude, that's crazy. Having the Hall of Fame ring on top of the fucking Super Bowl ring? Yeah, Super Bowl rings and then a Hall of Fame ring? Show that to your kids, dude. How's that change your kids? Like, look at all I achieved in my life. You feel me? Like, look at this.
And he's the first
I was
punter.
the best of my
He's the
craft.
first punter to ever be in the Hall of Fame.
That's sick, dude.
But yeah,
The first punter?
Yeah. So I should be
Yeah.
sick, man. I can't wait till I have that ring on my finger at the end of the season.
it's not gonna happen, but alright.
Yeah, whatever.
I like your
No one
hopes.
cares what you say, dog.
I like
All right, well, that takes care of all of the previews. That actually takes care of all the previews for Week 12. The thing that I find interesting about this is that we have a 13-week regular season. We're heading into Week 12. Nobody has been eliminated in our league, which I think is
That's good.
fantastic.
Of course, it's fantastic. That means we've been competitive. That means that even the worst teams have stuck around. And, hey, man, just like baseball, it's not inconceivable. We have an 8th seed. We go to the fucking
And
final game.
Not just that,
Playoffs
but
are a whole
we
different
don't have a single team that's running away with it. In both divisions, there's a brutal fight left for the
Hey,
division.
'cause that's
lead.
how it's coming up. But you know what? You know what it really is? Is first week of the postseason, you have to understand, once you make it to the playoffs, basically, you look over your team, and that team is a 3-week team.
That's right.
How good do you think this team is over the next 3 weeks? That's your playoff team. Whole difference in the regular season. Regular season, you'll be like, oh, this defense plays this team, and this team, this is a soft schedule. Oh, this wide receiver has this defense, this defense. Playoffs, it's this wide receiver has 3 hard defenses. What are you gonna do? Oh, okay. This running back has 2 weak defenses. This quarterback has 3 hard defenses. That's how the last couple of games go sometimes, because some of the best players are players on teams that haven't made the playoffs yet or are still playing towards seeds. And you have the other teams. You have a mix. You have teams. See, when good teams are playing good teams, you get a better output than when good teams are playing bad teams. Because you got good teams ready for the playoffs and bad teams ready to not lose anything and prove something for next season. So when you have like a Chargers play a Bucks, people will be like, "Oh, Chargers are gonna get gangbusters." No, because Chargers are about to not care about this game at anywhere near half as much as the Bucks do. You know, so you got that, but then you get Chargers fucking
Denver for the division.
Chargers Denver, and then you're like, well, I don't want to start them, but you should, because they're all gonna be stout for that game.
Yeah, they're gonna.
That's
play
what
out
I'm
of
trying to
line.
say. It's like, that's why I hear fantasy experts, they say the opposite. Because that's not being a fantasy expert. Being a fantasy expert is the type of guy who'll go like, oh, these 2 good teams are playing each other. But this wide receiver always benefits from this type of gameplay. That's an expert. It's not an expert to say that, oh, this good team's good running back is going to do good against this bad team's bad defense. That's not an expert. That's just somebody who has played a Madden game for at least a season who can have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of teams going in, but I guarantee you that in the last 4 of our league, so our semifinals, we're gonna have a team that snuck into the playoffs, even if it's not the 8th seed, the 7th or 6th seed. Because I can already see the top 4 teams, they ain't gonna be there last 4. The top 4 ain't gonna be there last 4. You can already see it. Shit, one of those might be me. But if it happens to me, well, I mean, if it happens to me, it happens to me. But some of those last 4, it could be all of us that lose, 1 through 4. You never know, dude. Because it's a 12-man league.
Mm-hmm.
12-man league with a deep bench, so we're like a 16-man. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
At the very least, a 14-man league. But
the 8th man that makes it still has a chance. That's basically all you got to count, dude. Because number 1 team doesn't have it set up. Like, okay, you're the top team right now. You're 9-2, but you're housing a lot of players that are like
yeah, I think
like
I have
Anderson, like Brown.
I have like 5 running backs because I'm just hoping and praying that I can put together a running back core.
Yeah, but I mean, like you just have a lot of players that are like, oh, like I don't know how long they're gonna keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
but that's fantasy football. Though.
I have a bunch of flyers at running back. I don't have any consistency or solidarity at running back.
I think I'm the example of last year. I fucking won the whole season, won first place, and lost to fucking. What was Joel's seed? Do you guys know?
No, it was low, but yeah, dude. Like I mean, but that's how it happens. You know, seasons don't matter in the playoffs. It's just a stat for you to digest when you go into play.
Yeah.
You know, you throw your team out, your team decides what you do.
It is starting to rain. All right, let's go around the table. Let's get our last words in. Adrian.
Quick. I'm gonna be Chris. I'm going for that number 1 division. Joseph, fuck you. Christian, fuck you. Fuck Dallas. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the championship. I lost too soon last year.
See you guys in playoffs.
George.
Hope I see you guys in the playoffs.
I like that. Hopefully. I think
man.
George.
Dude, there's so many factors in my shit that it's very slim, but hopefully we'll see how it goes.
Dude, what are we gonna do about the speakers though?
All right, I think it's been a great season, and it's going to continue to be a great season.
Well, we did.
That's it.
Yeah, S like the name. Yeah, S like the name. And let the world know I don't play those games. Come my steps like a shotgun at point blank range. Woo. Yeah, I spit the flames. Let the world know again I don't play those games. Cause I'm a little bit crazy, I'm a little bit loco. Still got the fucking rap game in the chokehold. Lyrical disease, the way I kill MCs. And before I kill them, they be begging for peace. I'm from the home of the G's, where we be up in the streets. But still they know they can't fuck with this lyrical dream. And fuck your kingdom, cause we about to dethrone ya. And still keep it West Coast California. And still keep it West Coast California. But you gon' feel the raptor when we roll up on ya. Yeah, still got that bounce. Still keep it classic with that West Coast sound. Yeah, it's like the name. And from the ground up, yeah, that's still my game.